New Mexico is a fascinating state in the southwestern United States, known for its desert landscapes, Native American culture, and vibrant art scene. Here are 10 fun facts about New Mexico. Land of Enchantment, that's the state's official nickname, inspired by its breathtaking beauty and diverse culture. White Sands. White Sands National Park features miles of pure white gypsum dunes, one of the world's natural wonders. Ancient Pueblo culture, the Taos. Pueblo has been continuously inhabited for over 1,000 years and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Santa Fe art scene. Santa Fe is one of the top art cities in the US, blending Native American, Spanish, and modern influences. Desert landscapes. From red canyons to volcanic fields, New Mexico's terrain is as varied as it is dramatic. Starry skies. The state's clear, dry air makes it one of the best places in the world for stargazing and astronomy. Chili culture. New Mexicans love chili peppers, red or green, so much that the official state question is red or green. Roswell mystery. The town of Roswell became famous for a supposed UFO crash in 1947, now celebrated with an annual UFO festival. Historic Route 66. The legendary Route 66 passes through New Mexico, full of classic diners and neon nostalgia. Natural wonders. Carlsbad Caverns National Park has over 100 caves, some with vast underground chambers. Nestled at the base of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains in northern New Mexico, Taos Pueblo is one of the oldest continuously inhabited communities in North America. For more than 1,000 years, it has been home to the Taos people, a proud branch of the Puebloan tribes, who have preserved their traditions, language, and spiritual practices across generations. Built entirely from adobe, a mixture of clay, straw, and water, dried by the sun, the multi-story structures of Taos Pueblo rise like a living fortress from the desert floor. Their earthen tones blend seamlessly with the surrounding landscape, where blue skies, red earth, and snow-capped peaks create a scene of striking natural harmony. Life within Taos Pueblo follows ancient customs. The Central San Geronimo Church and traditional kivas serve as sacred spaces for ceremonies, while the absence of electricity and running water in the old village preserves the authenticity of their way of life. During festivals, rhythmic drums and dances fill the air, celebrating the enduring connection between people, spirit, and land. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site in 1992, Taos Pueblo stands as a living symbol of resilience and cultural continuity. Visitors who walk its narrow paths can feel the heartbeat of a civilization that has endured for a millennium. Taos Pueblo is more than an ancient settlement. It is a testament to human endurance, spirituality, and the harmonious coexistence between tradition and nature. Rising dramatically east of Las Cruces, the Organ Mountains are among New Mexico's most striking natural landmarks. Their sharp, vertical peaks resemble the pipes of a giant organ, giving the range its evocative name. Formed over 30 million years ago during intense volcanic activity, molten rock pushed upward from deep within the earth and slowly cooled into solid granite. Over millions of years, erosion sculpted these vertical spires into the jagged forms seen today. Sunlight dances across their surfaces, painting shifting hues of gold, pink, and violet throughout the day. Beyond their grandeur, the Organ Mountains host a vibrant desert ecosystem. Cacti, yucca, and creosote bushes blanket the slopes, while golden eagles, mule deer, and mountain lions roam freely. At sunrise, the mountains glow with fiery light. At sunset, they fade into a peaceful purple silhouette, a spectacle that captures the spirit of the Southwest. Today, the area is protected as part of the Organ Mountains Desert Peaks National Monument established in 2014, preserving its natural beauty and cultural heritage. Popular trails like Dripping Springs and Abiquiu Spring allow visitors to explore canyons, waterfalls, and panoramic viewpoints. More than a geological wonder, the Organ Mountains stand as a testament to time, endurance, and nature's artistry, a place where stone, sky, and silence meet in breathtaking harmony. Nestled in the sun-drenched valleys of northern New Mexico, the small village of Abiquiu embodies the raw, soulful beauty of the American Southwest. Surrounded by red sandstone cliffs, rolling hills, and endless blue skies, Abiquiu is more than a village. It's a living canvas of light and color. Once home to the Taos Pueblo people, before Spanish settlers arrived in the 18th century, Abiquiu carries a deep blend of indigenous and Hispanic heritage. It later became famous as the home of artist Georgia O'Keeffe, who drew inspiration from the Golden Light and surreal rock formations of Ghost Ranch and Plaza Blanca, painting them into some of her most iconic works. Geologically, the landscape was sculpted over millions of years by erosion and wind, revealing layers of vivid red, white, and yellow sedimentary rock. The shimmering Abiquiu Lake, formed by the Rio Chama Dam, adds a serene contrast to the desert, a perfect spot for boating, fishing, and watching the fiery desert sunset. Today, Abiquiu remains a peaceful haven where art, history, and nature meet. It is a place where the earth, light, and spirit intertwine and where beauty can be felt as deeply as it can be seen. Carving through the arid highlands of northern New Mexico, the Rio Grande Gorge is a dramatic chasm stretching nearly 50 miles, 80 kilometers long, and plunging over 200 meters deep. It stands as a breathtaking testament to the forces of volcanism, water, and time. Around 4 to 5 million years ago, the Rio Grande River began cutting through the hardened lava flows of the Taos Plateau volcanic field. Over millennia, the relentless flow of water eroded the basalt, deepening the canyon into the stunning gorge seen today. The exposed layers of black and red rock reveal a record of countless volcanic eruptions and geological shifts that shaped this ancient land. Towering above the gorge, the Rio Grande Gorge Bridge, completed in 1965, rises more than 170 meters above the river, one of the highest bridges in the United States. From its deck, visitors can witness sweeping views of the river winding far below, eagles soaring overhead, and the fiery hues of sunset illuminating the cliffs in gold and crimson. Beyond its grandeur, the Rio Grande Gorge shelters a thriving desert ecosystem, home to pronghorns, coyotes, great horned owls, and rattlesnakes. Popular trails such as the West Rim Trail and La Junta Trail invite hikers and photographers to explore its rugged beauty up close. Today, the Rio Grande Gorge remains both a geological wonder and a symbol of endurance, a place where earth, water, and sky converge to tell the timeless story of nature's power and grace. Rising east of Albuquerque, the Sandia Mountains stand as an eternal symbol of New Mexico's natural beauty. The name Sandia, meaning watermelon in Spanish, comes from the pink and green hues that color the slopes at sunset, crimson cliffs glowing above deep green forests below. About 10 million years ago, during the Rio Grande Rift, tectonic forces pulled apart the Earth's crust, lifting one side and lowering the other, giving birth to the Sandias. Over time, wind and water sculpted sheer cliffs, deep canyons, and massive granite spires, a story written in stone and time. Today, the Sandias call to adventurers and nature lovers alike. Sandia Peak Tramway, one of the world's longest aerial trams, carries visitors to heights of over 3,200 meters, revealing panoramic views of Albuquerque and the boundless New Mexico desert. In summer, trails invite hiking and biking. In winter, snow transforms the peaks into a peaceful alpine wonderland. For the native Pueblo peoples, the mountains hold sacred meaning, a spiritual bridge between earth and sky. With their radiant colors and timeless form, the Sandia Mountains stand as both a geological marvel and a poetic reminder that in nature, light, strength, and life exist in perfect harmony. Rising from the vast plains of northeastern New Mexico, the Capulin Volcano stands as a near-perfect cone, a striking reminder of Earth's fiery creativity. Formed about 60,000 years ago, during the final phase of volcanic activity in the Raton-Clayton volcanic field, Capulin's eruption hurled ash, cinders, and molten rock skyward. As these materials fell back to Earth, they built up the symmetrical cone seen today, reaching nearly 2,500 meters above sea level. Lava flows spread across plains, enriching the soil that now sustains life in the region. Despite centuries of erosion, Capulin's form remains remarkably intact. Visitors can drive along the crater rim drive or hike into the crater itself, standing in silent awe where fire once raged. From its summit, breathtaking views unfold the Raton Plateau, ancient lava fields, and the distant Sangre de Cristo Mountain. Designated a U.S. National Monument in 1916, Capulin preserves both geological wonder and timeless beauty. The Capulin Volcano is more than a mountain of stone, it is a symbol of Earth's endless cycle of destruction and renewal. Every eruption leaves behind the quiet majesty of creation. Nestled within the Sacramento Mountains of southern New Mexico, Monjeau Peak rises to over 2,950 meters, offering breathtaking views, rich history, and serene alpine beauty. Part of the Lincoln National Forest, it is a haven of cool mountain air, pine forests, and sweeping vistas stretching across the white mountain wilderness. Geologically, Monjeau Peak was formed millions of years ago as part of the uplift of ancient granite blocks in the Sierra Blanca Ring. Over time, wind, rain, and frost sculpted its rugged slopes, leaving behind shimmering granite outcrops. The mountain's volcanic soils nurture a diverse ecosystem where pines, aspens, and junipers thrive alongside deer, black bears, and golden eagles. Its most iconic feature, the Monjeau Lookout Tower, was built in the 1932 by the Civilian Conservation Corps during the Great Depression. Constructed from native stone and steel, it served as a fire lookout and now stands as a monument to human perseverance and craftsmanship. Visitors can climb the tower to enjoy panoramic views of the Rio Valley and surrounding peaks. The winding forest road 117 leads adventurers through dense forests and alpine meadows to the summit. At sunset, the sky ignites in shades of orange and violet, casting a golden glow across the treetops, a scene of peaceful majesty. Today, Monjeau Peak remains not only a scenic destination, but also a timeless reminder of the harmony between nature, history, and endurance in the heart of New Mexico's mountain wilderness. Tucked within the Sangre de Cristo Mountains of northern New Mexico, Taos Ski Valley is one of the most remarkable ski destinations in the American Southwest, where rugged alpine beauty meets rich culture and adventure. The area's origins trace back millions of years, when tectonic forces uplifted the Rocky Mountains, creating steep peaks and deep valleys. Wheeler Peak, New Mexico's highest summit at over 4,000 meters, towers above the valley. Glaciers, wind, and snow gradually shape the slopes into the perfect terrain for skiing and mountain exploration. Founded in 1955 by Swiss-born pilot Ernie Blake, who discovered the area from the sky, Taos Ski Valley began as a modest family-built resort and grew into a world-class destination. Its design reflects a blend of European alpine charm and southwestern heritage, offering both adventure and authenticity. Today, the resort features over 100 runs, ranging from gentle beginner slopes to steep, expert-only trails. Beyond winter, it becomes a haven for hiking, biking, and sightseeing, as green meadows and wildflowers replace snow and mountain air fills the valley with tranquility. More than just a ski resort, Taos Ski Valley embodies the spirit of freedom and harmony between humans and nature, a place where snow, stone, and sky unite to create an experience that lingers long after the journey ends. Amid the vast deserts of New Mexico, the city of Roswell stands out as a place where reality meets legend. Best known for the 1,947 UFO incident, Roswell is also rich in natural beauty, culture, and southwestern heritage. Geologically, Roswell lies in the Pecos Valley, shaped millions of years ago by erosion and river sediments. The flat plains and limestone hills create a dramatic desert landscape, bathed in golden sunlight under endless blue skies. Founded in the late 19th century as a supply point for ranches and the railroad, Roswell later thrived through agriculture, livestock, and the Walker Air Force Base, becoming a regional hub of progress. Everything changed in the summer of 1947, when a mysterious object reportedly crashed near the city. The event sparked global fascination with aliens and UFOs, forever linking Roswell to extraterrestrial lore. Today, visitors explore the UFO Museum and Research Center, where artifacts, testimonies, and exhibits bring the mystery to life. Beyond the myths, Roswell offers stunning nature, from the crystal clear waters of Bottomless Lake State Park to scenic desert drives glowing at sunset. Roswell is more than a story of aliens. It's a symbol of human curiosity and wonder, where the desert winds still whisper secrets from the stars, reminding us how vast and mysterious our universe truly is. Nestled in the sunlit Mesill Valley beneath the towering Organ Mountains, Las Cruces, New Mexico's second largest city, feels like a mirage in the heart of the desert. Its name means the Cruces, yet no one truly knows why. Some say a vanished caravan left only wooden crosses as grave markers centuries ago. Others believe the name carries a sacred meaning, symbolizing the thin line between life and death in a harsh land. Wander through Old Mesella's narrow streets, and history seems alive. Adobe walls glow in desert hues, the plaza hums with mariachi echoes, and the smoky scent of hatch chilies fills the air. At La Posta, whispers claim the ghosts of old cowboys still linger, adding an eerie charm to every flickering lantern. Beyond the city, the Organ Mountains rise like ancient cathedrals of stone. At sunset, their cliffs turn violet under the fading light, creating a scene so surreal it feels otherworldly. And when night falls, the sky above Las Cruces bursts into a gala. Las Cruces is not just a city of light, it's a land of secrets, where Apache legends, the traces of El Camino Real, and rumors of lost treasures sleep beneath the sands of Jornada del Muerto. Every corner invites curiosity, every breeze carries a story. Here, mystery is not to be solved, it's to be experienced. High in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, at over 2,000 meters above sea level, Santa Fe, the capital of New Mexico, shines like an ancient gem in the desert. Founded in 1610, it's the oldest state capital in the United States, where every adobe wall and cobblestone street seems to whisper tales of 4 centuries past. The name Santa Fe means holy faith, and the city truly feels like a living prayer. In the plaza, the sounds of Spanish guitars mingle with the scent of roasted corn and incense drifting from Pueblo artisan stove. Local craftspeople continue ancient traditions, silversmithing, pottery, and sun symbol art, bridging the modern world with ancestral spirit. Don't miss the St. Francis Cathedral glowing golden at sunset, or the mysterious Loreto Chapel staircase built without nails or visible support, a marvel still unexplained by science. Its legend adds a touch of mystery to the city, as if a miracle quietly lingers beneath the desert dust. Santa Fe is also a haven for art lovers. Along Canyon Road, over 100 galleries display vivid paintings, sculptures, and contemporary works. When night falls, the sky fills with stars, and the slow beat of native drums echoes through the air, reminding visitors that Santa Fe is not just a destination, but a crossroad between the human and the spiritual. Stretching along the shimmering Rio Grande, Albuquerque, the largest city in New Mexico, is where past and present blend like streaks of color across the desert sky. Every autumn, the city becomes a dream afloat, as hundreds of vibrant balloons rise together in the world-famous International Balloon Fiesta, one of the most photographed events on Earth. But Albuquerque's magic isn't only in the air. Beneath the towering Sandia Mountains, dusty trails lead travelers into Old Town, founded in 1706. Around the plaza, thick adobe walls, the historic San Felipe de Neri Church, and native craft shops tell stories of the days when this city was a stop along the legendary El Camino Real. As sunset paints the Sandias in glowing watermelon, hues the origin of their Spanish name Sandia, the city below begins to sparkle, a sea of lights stretching endlessly across the desert. Yet, behind this beauty lies mystery. From ancient Pueblo caves and desert spirit legends to modern whispers of UFOs in the night sky, Albuquerque hosts secrets both old and new. It's a place where you can touch history, breathe art, and still feel like you are standing on the edge of discovery. In the arid lands of southern New Mexico, where the sun scorches and desert winds never seem to rest, Lake Carlsbad appears like a miracle. Formed by the widening of the Pecos River, this shimmering lake transforms the town of Carlsbad into an emerald oasis amid red earth and golden sand. Some say visiting summer feels like discovering a small ocean in the heart of the desert. At dawn, the lake mirrors the clear sky and the shadows of cottonwood trees. Along the Lake Carlsbad recreation area, visitors stroll, cycle, or paddle across glassy waters, while birds call in the distance a rhythm of calm unlike anywhere else in the Southwest. Yet beneath this serenity lies another world. Not far below the Earth's surface stretches Carlsbad Caverns, a vast limestone wonder adorned with glittering stalactites and stalagmites. Locals whisper that at sunset, if you stand quietly by the shore, you might hear the faint sigh of wind rising from the depths like the breath of the ancient desert itself. By night, the lake glows with reflections of city lights and starlight above. Couples linger by the water, watching the moon dance on the surface. Time seems to slow. Lake Carlsbad is more than a destination. It's a moment suspended between tranquility and wonder, a hidden gem that invites you to return again and again. In the forested highlands of northern New Mexico, Calf Canyon was once a quiet valley draped in deep green pines and rolling meadows. But in 2022, it became the center of one of the largest wildfires in state history, the Calf Canyon divided by Hermit's Peak fire. The blaze scorched over 130,000 hectares of land, leaving behind charred trees and a sky heavy with ash. And yet, from that devastation, nature began its quiet rebirth. Today, Calf Canyon stands as a living testament to resilience. From the gray soil, bright green shoots now emerge, marking a new cycle of life. Locals often say, the desert and the mountains never die, they only wait to be reborn. Stretching endlessly beneath a sapphire sky, the New Mexico desert feels like a parallel world where light, wind, and sand weave a tapestry of mystery. Far from barren, this is the soul of the American Southwest, where every grain of sand holds a whisper of time. By day, the sun burns fiercely, making the dunes shimmer like molten glass. In the distance, the Oregon and Sacramento mountains rise like mirages, half dream, half truth. But at night, the desert transforms. The moonlight turns the white sands into a sea of silver silence. Many believe the wind here carries ancient voices, travelers of El Camino Real, wanderers who once crossed these lands in search of gold or freedom. Yet amid this harshness, life endures tenacious and proud. Cacti bloom against the odds. Lizards and desert foxes glide under moonlit dunes, and sometimes a fleeting rain awakens a burst of wildflowers across the sand. The New Mexico desert is not a place to simply visit, it's a place to feel. Stand still in its dry wind, and you'll sense the pulse of the earth, the breath of the past, and the quiet poetry of nature itself. This is a land of silence, of shadow and light, where beauty speaks softly through the stillness of the sand. Nestled in New Mexico's Sangre de Cristo Mountains, Mount Powell is a lesser-known but breathtakingly beautiful peak. Rising to over 11,000 feet, it offers sweeping views of forests, valleys, and distant ridgelines stretching toward the horizon. The journey to Mount Powell is a true adventure for outdoor enthusiasts. Winding trails lead hikers through pine forests, clear streams, and alpine meadows. The quiet atmosphere creates a sense of escape, where only the sounds of wind, birds, and the heartbeat of the mountains remain. What makes Mount Powell special is not only the scenery, but also the feeling of achievement. Standing at the summit, visitors are humbled by the vastness of nature and reminded of humanity's small place within it. It is an ideal spot to watch sunrise, sunset, or marvel at the star-filled sky at night. Today, Mount Powell remains largely untouched by commercial tourism, preserving its raw, natural charm. It is a destination for true explorers, those seeking connection with nature and the rare serenity of the wild. Our journey through New Mexico comes to an end, yet its spirit lingers like the desert wind, warm, gentle, and full of wonder. From the shimmering dunes of white sands to the crimson ridges of the Organ Mountains and the quiet villages of Taos and Abiquiu, every place carries its own heartbeat. In New Mexico, nature doesn't just exist. It whispers, tells stories, and humbles you with silence. There's something unique about this land. Its solitude feels alive, its stillness deeply meaningful. Every ray of sunlight seems like a new beginning, as if the earth itself is breathing beneath your feet. The adobe walls glowing under the sun, the church bells echoing through dry air, and the smoky scent of hatch chili drifting through town all blend into a timeless harmony of people and place. And as sunset paints the desert in violet and rose, you realize this journey was never just about destinations, it was about feeling, about rediscovering yourself in the vastness of the world. New Mexico, the land of enchantment, doesn't shout for attention. It quietly transforms you. You leave not with souvenirs, but with a sense of awakening, a reminder that even in silence, beauty is always waiting to be seen.